Hi there. I'm having a great time doing flowers in the beginning Lampwork challenge, so I thought I'd show you what I've come up with, and if there is anything I know less about than Lampwork, it's making the video, so hopefully this will help. So what I've been doing, I wanted to make pansies, and I didn't want the hole in the middle, so this is what I came up with. Hopefully you can see that. And it has a vertical hole up the back. So I make it on a mandrel. You can do other types of flowers. I did this poppy, and as you can see, it has the hole up the back. So you could mount it as a pendant or wire it or whatever. So I'm going to do a really down and dirty sort of thing for you, and hopefully it helps you. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'll do it quickly, I did one ahead of time, is just make a cylinder. As you can see, it's not terribly long. Gives you an idea that it's not that long. And then we're going to add some ears on it. This isn't the best, but I did that ahead of time. So I hate it when you see videos and all you can see is the flame and you can't tell what they're doing. So I thought I'd start you off with that. I'll do a quick thing here. I fully expect the finished flower to break because I'm using the kiln as the holder for my iPhone. So here we go. Hopefully it'll turn out something like that. All right, so we make the cylinder, and I'll try and be quick because you all know how to make a cylinder, I'm sure. I'm using ivory. And I'm not going to try and make this the best form thing in the world. Okay, so cylinder. And then I have a rod of, it's one of the translucent purples here, one of the clears. Not sure if it's light or dark, but the colors don't really matter because you'll be able to do whatever colors you want, depending on what kind of flower. And like I say, you can change this to be whatever kind of flower you want. What I've found is doing the initial application, a couple of the secrets. So okay, so these are rough, but you see I have two, still hot, lobes there. And one of the secrets that I found, because I'm not great at applying this, that if I try and get things close to each other, I end up blobbing them together. So what I'm going to do is just take this and move it out of the way. So I do that on both of them, and that will give me an area down here in which to apply the other stuff without melting it together. So then you take your next colors, and if you look at a flower, think about how they are three-dimensionally constructed. So my next thing is I've got these in the back, and this one is behind these petals. So I'm going to put this one on next. Get some insurance heat in there. And again, I'm just doing a blob right in the middle. Okay, so blob. And I'll just kind of form that down a little bit just so it's out of the way. I don't know if you can see that too well. Okay, now I'll take one of the purple rods that I talked about before. Actually, let's continue with the white, or the ivory. I'll just put some color on the side. I think it'll be easier for you to see. Okay, so I'm looking right in here. They want to match. Okay. Well, not perfect, but you want to have them meet in the middle. Whoops, meet in the middle up there, because otherwise you'll have a gap, and the flowers really do all the petals meet there. So I'm going to warm those up a bit, and I'm going to use, you can either use tweezers, or I picked this up, one of the tutorials use these needle nose pliers, and they're great. I got these for $1.99 at Harbor Freight. So, and I'm hoping you can see this. See how I've moved these out of the way, so now I can heat them up, twist them, and I can actually move them either in front or behind the other petals. So that's where the sculpting comes in. I can move. See how I've brought that in and flattened it out? So that's what I do with each one of the petals. And you can take your, if you want some more color, you can add a transparent along the outside, as they often have. Melt that in, press it in to get your pansy. Probably won't show up too well. And then in the middle, you can add your, I've pulled a stringer, so you can add a bit in here once you get your petals all done. So this is not a great flower, but I won't take up any more of your time. But again, you can come up with things like this, or this. And the tools that I used were, again, the needle nose pliers, tweezers, a knife of some sort. I get these for $1, I think, at the dollar store, or a scalpel. You may want to keep a marver around, and it's pretty easy other than that. So I hope this has helped some of you, and have a good time. Thanks.